This is a continuation of a final hearing involving the Riojas child. This final hearing began on September 29th and was recessed to reconvene here today. The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Grant, you may proceed.
Okay. Desiree, just before we start, a couple of instructions. Let me finish all my questions before you speak so that the court reporter can take down everything that we're both saying. And try to keep your answers short and only to the question asked, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you aware that the department is no longer requesting that you or the father be terminated as to your parental rights?
Yes.
And because of that, you have expressed your wishes in what you would like a plan to look like for you, the father, and the child, correct?
Yes.
As part of that plan, would you like to be named sole managing conservator of the child, Kingston Riojas?
Yes.
As part of that plan, would you like the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services dismissed from the case?
Yes.
As part of that plan, would you like to request that the judge order all visitation by the father be continuously supervised until an amended court order is ordered in this case?
Yes.
Is that due to the age of the child in this case?
Yes, and his health issues.
And is that also due to the fact that the father has not been consistently involved in this child's life from the beginning?
Yes.
And are you asking that the visitation begin by being two hours every other Wednesday or Saturday, supervised by Family Support Services?
Most likely Wednesday, because that's the only day I have off, but yes.
Okay, and you're asking that that be done at Family Support Services at his expense rather than you or your family having to directly supervise him, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and upon completion of 6 biweekly visits, are you asking that he be increased to 4 hours visitation every other week?
Yes.
And after he's done 6 consecutive visits at Family Support Services, you or your family would become the supervisors, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order that the father receive electronic visitation by FaceTime at his initiation?
Grant, I'm trying to keep up with you. I can't write as fast.
I'm sorry, Judge. I have all of this in a table that I'm putting in your email, already written up.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And are you requesting that the father be given electronic communication between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m. every Saturday?
Yeah. As long as I'm not at work.
Okay, or anytime that he initiates such contact, you're okay with that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And are you asking for child support to be ordered under minimum wage for Texas state workers? I'm sorry, are you asking that child support be ordered under the Texas formula for workers?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Okay. And are you asking that $25 a month be ordered to the state to reimburse for the Medicaid?
Yes.
And are you asking that Mr. Caesar be ordered by the court to enter into the Texas Workforce Commission's employment program for under or unemployed parents?
Yes.
And that will help him get a job in order to pay on a full-time salary, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Have I covered all the things that you've asked me to cover in this case?
Yes, you have.
Oh, I did skip one. Are you asking that since the father did not complete his BIP requirement, that he be ordered to take an anger management online course prior to engaging in visitation with the child?
Yes.
And this child is under 3 years of age, correct?
Yes.
And so you're asking that this be the final order and that no unsupervised visits be ordered until he seeks an amendment of this order 2.5 years from now.
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez.
Thank you, Your Honor. Desiree, how many doctor appointments of Kingston has Mr. Caesar attended in person?
One, he's been to my prenatal, but whenever I was like, when I had the baby, he went to his foot doctor in Lubbock with the foster mother, and that's the only one he's been to.
And was that prior to him moving out once Kingston was back home with you?
No, that was before.
Okay, so that was before Kingston was placed with you. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, ma'am.
How many times has Mr. Caesar seen Kingston in person since Kingston was given back to you?
Once.
How much money has Mr. Caesar given you since he moved out when Kingston was placed back home?
Nothing.
What has Mr. Caesar bought for the child since moving out of the home with you once Kingston was placed?
Nothing.
Now, Ms. Riojas, you currently work, is that correct?
Yes.
How much do you get paid per hour?
$10.
Would you agree that 10 hours, even full-time, makes it tough to be fully financially responsible for a child?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plan on covering Kingston with health coverage?
His Medicaid, once this case is over with, they're gonna transfer it under my name instead of foster care Medicaid, and I already got him in line for that. They're just waiting on the paperwork to say that he's out of foster care. And I've already
Okay.
went to go get that done and everything.
And does Kingston qualify for that Medicaid based on your income?
Yes.
And does Medicaid require that you basically not make very much money?
No.
Okay. Now you're asking for an anger management class. Has Mr. Caesar shown any anger to you that's caused you concern?
No.
Okay. Has Mr. Caesar shown any anger towards the child that has caused you concern?
No. It's just his past.
Okay. Now, as far as income, do you agree it takes money to provide for Kingston?
Yes.
And do you think that Mr. Caesar, as the father of the child, should contribute to that as well?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Lucero.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Riojas, you had mentioned earlier about Kingston's, you referenced Kingston's health issues. However, you were here on Monday at the hearing when the worker in this case, Mr. Ryan, if I'm saying that correctly, stated that all that Kingston requires at this time is occasionally he might need, I guess, the oxygen. Isn't that the only ongoing issue that he has?
No, not the only one. He's always I always have to take him to the hospital at least once every 2 weeks. He's constantly getting sick. I mean, that's any kid, honestly. And I'm constantly like, he's allergic to a lot of stuff that I gotta keep up with because we're training him on new foods because he is almost
Okay.
11 months. I mean, there's just a
Okay.
lot with him that you have to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's
Okay.
any child, honestly.
Okay, so but as far as serious health issues that he has, like he doesn't have any heart issues or lung issues
No.
or anything like that.
No,
Okay.
it's just
All right.
breathing.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right then. Now, whenever the department became involved in yours and Mr. Caesar's life and Kingston's life, the child was living with you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So when CPS removed him, they removed him from you, right?
Yes.
And then at the beginning of the case, Mr. Caesar was living in Lubbock, and the department was looking there for a time to possibly place Kingston with him. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Then eventually, Mr. Caesar came to live with you or moved in with you here in the Amarillo area, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you stated that before Kingston was placed back with you, that Mr. Caesar traveled to one of his doctor's appointments, correct?
Yes, with his foster mom and with his foster mom
Okay.
and me.
Okay, all right then. Now, as far as you had stated that you want Kingston is how old now, Ms. Riojas?
He turns 11 months tomorrow.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're asking the court today to order that all his visits be supervised for the next 2 years and 1 month.
They said 6 visits. Is that going to be 2 years?
Okay, well, and that's what I'm trying to be clear. And is it you want to have for the first few visits, six of them biweekly supervised, and then move into unsupervised visits? That's what I'm trying to clarify.
No, then moving to I supervise him. So first
Okay, so
family
that's what I'm saying.
first family support's going to supervise him, and then me or my family members will supervise him after that.
And so that's what I'm asking. So you're asking that his visits be supervised for the next 2 years and 1 month?
Your Honor, I'm going to object at this point just and ask for clarification. I think what was testified to is that mom and her family would continue supervising visits until further order of the court, meaning Mr. Caesar would have to come back and get a modification.
All right, let me take a break. I'm gonna go, I've printed what Miss Grant sent me. I want to go get it before we go any farther. So everybody, if somebody doesn't have that, let us know right now. We need to all be on the same page. So I'm going to take a quick.
And Your Honor, I'm sorry, but I had also emailed you and Brittany and all the parties.
I got yours.
A copy from, okay, thank you.
Taking a break. All right, let's go ahead then. Ms. Grant, you can go forward and let's refer to either your proposed visitation or Ms. Lucero's visitation. That's what I'm going to be working off of.
Okay, and I had passed to Miss Lucero, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Lucero, then let's refer to either one or the other.
Okay, all right. And Ms. Riojas, just to be clear, you stated that Mr. Caesar has never been aggressive towards you or towards Kingston, correct?
No.
Okay, all right then. But however, you still prefer that he have at least some type of supervised visits. Is that right? At the
Yes.
beginning?
Yes,
Okay,
because
all right.
he hasn't never been around children, honestly. And I just want him
Okay.
to work on it just like I had to work on it.
Okay, all right. But you'd agree with me that at this point, and you may or may not agree with me, that CPS became involved in your life because of your actions and not Mr. Caesar's, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now, were you aware when Mr. Caesar moved out, and I can ask him about this, but were you aware that when he moved, that his vehicle broke down and he was having issues traveling back and forth?
He told me about a month ago.
Okay, all right. And now, do you know Mr. Caesar's mother?
Yes.
Okay, do you get along with her?
I deal with her, yes.
Okay, all right. And do you know, does she have, how many other children does she have besides Mr. Caesar, do you know?
1, 2, 3. I think 3.
Okay, and do you know whether or not she has other grandchildren besides Kingston?
Yes. I'm not sure how
Okay.
much, but yes.
Okay, all right then. So being that she's a mother and a grandmother, would you agree with me that she could be appropriate supervision for Darian
No.
to see Kingston? Okay.
Objection calls
Okay.
for speculation.
All right, and then Ms. Riojas, do you understand also that that if visits are to be at any point supervised by family support services, that those visits can cost anywhere from $125 to $150 per hour, last time I checked?
I didn't know that, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. If he wants to see his kid, he will pay for that. I mean,
Okay. All right,
I
then.
pay for everything anyway. Like I pay, and a child is a lot.
And
So
I understand that. And Ms. Riojas, let me ask you, and you did hear when your attorney was asking you that, and likely in all cases, a judge is going to order child support. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Wiggins?
Ms. Riojas, have you reached out to Mr. Caesar during the course of this case?
Yes, I call him all the time so he can see his son on video chat. I call him and text him and let him know when we go to doctor's appointments and how much he weighs. And I mean, I keep him in the loop. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and does he always answer you and always good at communicating with you?
Yeah, he'll always contact me. Yes, he will. It may take him a minute, but he will contact me back all the time.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez?
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, anyone else have other questions for her? All right, then, Ms. Grant, did you have any other witnesses?
No other witnesses, Your Honor, but I would move to admit the mother's request for relief as Exhibit 1 for the mother.
All right,
No objection.
mother's
No
exhibit
objection.
submitted.
And I will rest, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Lucero, witnesses.
Your Honor, I'd call my client Darian Caesar.
Mr. Caesar, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, raise your right hand, please. You swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, thank you. Ms. Lucero.
Thank you, Your Honor. Darian, could you state your full name for the record, please?
Darian Marquis Caesar.
Okay, Darian. And you're the father of Kingston Riojas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. You were here on the 29th, and you're here today, and you've heard the testimony from Ms. Riojas. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that you, since you moved from Amarillo, you have not seen Kingston?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you heard Ms. Riojas testify, though, that she keeps in contact with you and keeps you in the loop as to what's going on with Kingston, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you ever reach out to her about and to check on Kingston?
No, ma'am.
No. I usually wait for her to contact me because she's always busy.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yeah,
I think Ms. Riojas is responding to some of Ms. Lucero's questions to Mr. Caesar.
well, she's muted.
Well, she just muted just now, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Riojas, you need to be quiet. You're not testifying now. Stay muted. That sounds good. Go ahead.
Okay. And so Darian, you wait for her to reach out to you. Why don't you pick up the phone and call her and say, hey, how's my son doing? Why don't you do that?
There's times that like I would, but like I said, she just like busy, and sometimes she won't pick up, or sometimes she'll call me and I'll miss her call, and she'll call me, but like I say, she's just real busy a lot with the kids and work.
Okay. Now, prior to Kingston, when Kingston went into CPS care, they looked to you for possible placement, but you moved in with Ms. Riojas instead. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why did you do that?
To try to, so we can get the services done, to help her with the services and stuff like that.
Okay. And so, do you feel that you were helpful for her to her while you were staying there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, eventually there was a reunification plan, and he was going to be placed back with you and Ms. Riojas at her place where you were living, but then you moved out, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you move out the day that they placed Kingston back in the home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why did you do that?
Just tension was high and stress was high, and I just didn't want the negativity to be around the baby, so I just thought I would just leave, just for like not for a long time, but temporary.
Okay. So where did you go when you left the Amarillo area?
To Colorado City with my friend Chris.
Okay. And so if I'm understanding you correctly, you were just going to leave for a while to let things calm down. Did you have a plan? Was it your plan to come back to Amarillo or to the Lubbock area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What happened that you didn't, you're still there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why haven't you came back to the area?
So the first time when I left, my tags were out, and I did risk driving all the way over here. And then after that, my timing belt went out, so I didn't want to risk driving it and messing up anything further.
Okay. All right. At this point, have you been able to fix your vehicle, or are you still working on that?
At this point, it's done. Now I'm just waiting on the rest of the money that my friend Chris, he's gonna help me with. I'm just waiting on that. It's done, so that's all I'm waiting on.
Okay. Now, since you moved to Colorado City, have you been working, Darian?
I've been putting in a whole bunch of applications. Like, I would get calls and I would have interviews, but I haven't heard nothing back.
Okay. So you've been actively looking for a job?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so whenever, like stated, you've heard what Ms. Riojas is asking as far as, and I know you may not have a copy of that, but you heard what she's asking the court as far as what your visits would look like once we're all out of the case and just you and she and Kingston are left, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, we also discussed, and we sent over, as you heard me tell the judge, we've sent over what I've marked as Respondent Fathers Exhibit 1, which is your, you're proposing a step-up visitation plan, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you understand that both Ms. Riojas and the department and likely the court have some concern that you've been out of Kingston's life for a while now, since he was placed in June and you've been gone since June, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now our step 1 is 4 hours, 2 Saturdays per month for 4 visits to be supervised by Ms. Riojas or someone appointed by her. Is that what we've presented to the court for your step 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Ms. Riojas, from her testimony, it seems that she doesn't want to be the one to supervise. Did you hear me ask her questions about your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you afford paying $125 or $150 for a 1-hour visit with your son?
I mean, if I can get a job soon, I could.
Okay. Now, are we asking this court, now that we know what her wishes are, that for the court to consider for your mom to be able to supervise visits between you and your son for step 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If Ms. Riojas is unable to do so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, are you once you get your car paid off and get it out of the shop, is your plan to come back to the Amarillo area?
To visit.
Okay. And where do you plan on moving to?
Honestly, if I'm really looking at Roscoe, Texas, but wherever I get a job at, I'll say I'm going to save up, and that's where I'm going to move to.
Okay. And you understand that it would be your responsibility to travel to and from Kingston so that you could see him. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you believe that this step-up visitation plan, and everyone has that plan in front of them, a copy, or possibly Ms. Riojas doesn't. So I'm just going to kind of go over the remainder of the steps so that you can hear what we're asking for. Now at step 2, we're asking for 4 hours, 2 Saturdays per month for 4 visits, unsupervised, but for those visits to occur in Amarillo, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Step 3 would be 8 hours, 2 Saturdays per month for 4 visits, unsupervised. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then step 4 would be overnight visits from noon on Saturday to 6 p.m. on Sunday, 2 weekends per month. And you're stating that you'll agree to stay in that step until Kingston turns 3. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then once Kingston turns 3, then you're just asking for a standard possession order?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you believe that those requests are in Kingston's best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you wanting to be able to continue to build your relationship with your son?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, you understand that you'll be ordered to pay child support and then medical support, which is reimbursement for his Medicaid. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Caesar, what is your mother's full name?
Diane Middleton,
Can you spell that, please?
DianeMiddleton.
Okay. Has she ever met Kingston?
She hasn't met him yet.
Okay. Has she ever babysat for him?
No, ma'am.
Would you agree then that Kingston has no idea who Diane Middleton is?
No. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who is she married to?
Tony Parson,
And can you spell his last name?
Parson.
And does Mr. Parson have a murder conviction in his criminal background?
He does. But
You've
he was
answered
actually,
you answered the question. I don't need your explanation as to anything about the specifics of the murder charge.
Mr. Caesar, who is Kingston's primary care physician?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, so you don't even know who his primary, I'm sorry, I withdraw that question. What are you responsible for financially?
For Kingston,
No, for anything. Do you take any financial responsibility, even for yourself?
no, I don't, honestly.
Pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Grant?
Sir, do you have a car seat for Kingston?
At this point, I don't.
Are you aware of his medications that he takes?
For his breathing,
For anything?
no, ma'am.
Do you understand that you would need to have transportation, a residence, and a safe place for him if you were to have unsupervised visitation?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you provide that as we're here today?
At this point, no.
Pass the witness, Judge.
All right, Ms. Wiggins?
Do you currently smoke marijuana?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you smoke cigarettes or vape or anything like that?
I don't vape anymore. I quit.
And in regards to, I mean, on your plan, you ask for overnights at some point, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't live in Amarillo, where are these overnights going to take place?
I mean, well, I was thinking, I mean, right now, I don't know.
Okay. And, okay, I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right, anyone else have further questions?
Your Honor, I do. Thank you. Darian, this step-up plan, again, it was step 1, 2, 3, and even before you get to overnight visits, you're looking at least a minimum of 5 months' time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So even though right now, you know, you may not have your own place and where to take Kingston, you can work towards that now that your car's running, you get a job, and to have a place to visit with Kingston, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, as far as Ms. Gutierrez was asking you about, has your mom ever has she ever met Kingston? Well, Kingston was in placement for quite a few months before he was returned to Ms. Riojas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you have to go to family support, so there's concern that he doesn't even know your mom, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but then if they're asking for you to do family support services, whoever supervises those visits, Kingston doesn't know them either, does he?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
Anyone else have further questions for him?
Just one, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sir, since you left in June, you've already had almost 5 months to get something done about all of these issues, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how many of these issues have you resolved in that 5-month period?
So, like I said, my car is fixed. It's just money. I've put in I've gotten interviews with jobs, but I haven't heard anything back. So
And
that's all I'm waiting on.
And in order to solve the issue with you having to go back to court, would you be agreeable if the judge ordered the mother's requested relief to including the words, if agreed in writing by the parties or ordered by a new court order? Meaning the judge could let you agree in writing rather than go to another court to change this order.
Yes, ma'am.
Pass the witness, Judge.
Anyone else? Okay.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I just have one follow-up, just a quick follow-up.
Okay.
Darian, do you understand that question that Ms. Grant just asked you? You understand that if Desiree is ordered to the agreement of the parties or she gets to designate, you understand that if she decides she doesn't want you to see your child, then you're not going to see him and you're going to have to go hire an attorney to fight for visitation with your child. Did you understand that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know what she was.
Okay. Okay. I'll pass. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Anyone else? All right. Anybody else have any further witnesses?
No further witnesses, Your Honor. The department has already rested, but I'd like to make a very brief closing.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The department is asking that Mr. Caesar have only supervised visitation from here on out, that he be ordered to pay support and cash medical support as well. It's not that the department doesn't believe Mr. Caesar is capable or won't get his life together in the future, but as things stand now, he sounds to be struggling very deeply. He hasn't made he hasn't been able to see the child in person since the child moved back, and we think it's in the child's best interest for his visitation to be supervised continuously until further court order. And we certainly hope that Mr. Caesar is able to get on his feet and get his life together and be the great dad that, of course, we believe every parent has the potential to be.
Okay. All right, then. Give me just a second. Ms. Wiggins' recommendations?
Thank you, Judge. I do believe it's in the child's best interest for the mother to be named sole managing conservator of the child and that dad be named possessory conservator of the child. I do believe that it's in the child's best interest for the father's visitation to be supervised. I think 4 hours on a Saturday, or if the parties can agree to another day, that be exercised then.
All right.
And of course, child support.
Yeah, okay. All right. First of all, I will name Ms. Riojas sole permanent managing conservator. I will name Mr. Caesar as permanent possessory conservator. I'll set Mr. Caesar's child support based on minimum wage, and I will set his medical support at $25 per month. Both of those will begin on November 1st, 2025, and be due and payable on the same day of each month thereafter until further court order. All right, as far as visitation, I don't really think either one of these is really going to work out, but we got to do something. So I'm working off of, I don't know that you ever, Miss Lucero, did you ask that your exhibit be admitted? Miss Lucero?
She had not, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I was muted. Your Honor, I did not. I thought that I had, but I did not.
All right, well, let's go ahead and admit it. You marked it as father's exhibit.
Judge, I can't hear you all of a sudden.
Can y'all not hear me now?
We can hear
Yes.
you now.
Amy, can you hear me? Yeah, okay. All right, I'm admitting respondent father's exhibit 1, which is Ms. Lucero's proposed visitation schedule. That's the one I'm going to work off of. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to adopt that as the visitation schedule. In step 1, 2, 3, and 4, instead of just 2 Saturdays per month, I'm going to make that on the first and third Saturday of each month. That will be the only changes to steps 1, 2, 3. Step 4, I'm going to amend slightly. Overnight visits from noon on Saturday to 6 p.m. on Sunday on the first and third weekends per month. And the rest will remain the same. That will continue until the child turns 3 years old. On all the steps, then we go to standard visitation. On steps 1 through 4, all of those visitations will occur in Amarillo. After that, then it will revert to Texas standard possession order, and with any elections that Mr. Caesar chooses to make. Did everybody understand that?
Judge,
Yeah.
I would ask for one clarification on, it was the intent, I believe, with myself and Ms. Lucero, that all of this be continuous and that he stays within each step if he misses a visit.
I'm not going to agree to that.
Thank you, Judge.
Both of these are kind of set up to make him fail, and I'm not going to do that. So he'll do the required number of visits under respondent father's exhibit 1. They don't have to be consecutive. We're not going to start over if he misses one. Oh, I'm sorry. I did want to add one thing, because I think he's going to have a hard time making that. I'm going to adopt, in addition to respondent's exhibit 1, I'm going to adopt the last blocked paragraph on mother's exhibit 1. Basically, the mother that Mr. Caesar will be given electronic visitation once per week on Saturday from 3:00 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm doing that because I think that's about all he's going to be able to do for quite some time. So.
And Judge, Ms. Riojas, her only day off is Wednesdays, and they've requested Saturdays. So
Right.
could we be sure we have a designee?
Let's just change everything I just said. Let's change every Saturday. First, third Saturdays, let's change it to first and third Wednesdays.
Thank you, Judge.
He doesn't have a job.
And Your Honor,
Excuse me. He doesn't have a job. He can try to get a job to work around where he doesn't have to work on Wednesdays. So, yes, Ms. Lucero.
thank you, Your Honor. As far as that changing the Saturday to Wednesday, could we just leave that on step 1? Because after step 2, 3, and 4, they're unsupervised visits. So I don't see how that would interfere with her job.
Good point. Does anybody have an objection to that?
Not for the unsupervised, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your
So-
Honor.
Yeah.
Is this going to be detailed in your docket notes, or do I need to review each of these details with you right now again to make sure I've got it right for the order?
I'd rather you do it now, but we're still talking.
Okay, I apologize.
Is everybody in agreement? Step 2 through 4 until we get to standard, it will remain on the first and third Saturdays, and we'll modify step 1 to be first and third Wednesdays.
Yes, Judge.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And my
Okay.
only thing, just for convenience of both of them, if he could maybe alert the mom the day before if he's going to exercise the Saturday visitation, so she just is aware to have the child ready.
Okay. I'll add to the previous ruling that Mr. Caesar will give Ms. Riojas at least 24 hours, at least telephonic notice prior to any visitation, or that visitation will not take place.
And Judge, is Ms. Riojas the supervisor on step 1?
Yeah, or like it was written in respondent father's exhibit 1,
Thank you, Judge.
either her or someone appointed by her. Okay, now, Ms. Gutierrez, what do you need as far as clarification to draft the order?
What triggers a standard possession order? Completion of steps 1 through 4 or the child turning 3?
Child turning 3.
Okay.
And then I've added, of course, that he give 24 hours notice of any of these visitation periods until we get to the standard possession order, or that visitation period will not take place.
Okay, so I have step one as adopted from Lorraine's schedule, but the days being the first and third Wednesday, and then steps 2, 3, and 4 adopted with those days being Saturdays.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have that all visits occur in Amarillo until the standard possession order is in effect.
Okay.
I have that standard possession order coming into effect when the child turns 3, and the father giving 24 hours notice of exercising visitation if it won't take place. I have a question on that. Is that requirement to give 24 hours notice going to be applicable to the standard possession order as well?
No,
Okay,
just-
but so only phases 1 through 4.
Correct.
Okay, I
And then-
think I have it then.
Okay, well, you've missed one step. That Mr. Caesar will have electronic visitation once per week on Saturday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. until we get to the standard possession order.
Okay, thank you.
That's basically that's the last block in Miss Grant's Exhibit 1.
And Your Honor, on that electronic communication, because she works at a restaurant, she will agree to return the call if she, for some reason, misses his communication.
Y'all work that out.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we've got a final resolution in this case. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't announce the standard things. The department will be dismissed. All other court-appointed relationships will be dismissed after all appellate and de novo periods have expired.
Sir, can I ask something real quick? This is Desiree.
Yes, ma'am.
On his, whenever he gets unsupervised visits for overnight, does those have to be placed in Amarillo also?
You can talk to your lawyer about that. I've ordered a standard possession order under the Texas Family Code. Your lawyer can explain what that means legally.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else I missed here? I know that's confusing, but it's the best we can do under the certain circumstances. Be a lot easier if Father lived in Amarillo, but he doesn't. So, okay, this was our last hearing for the day. So we will stand in recess. Everybody have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you,
too.
Judge. You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you Monday.
Okay.